Eti for makwaba edeba FunnTV GH so FunnTV see it's not to say not to say highway no so political highway no so that is ensem na to say aba highway no so you so age brain age penny say that be for so ebewura no de ekoso ewo political highway no so na say ebewura so na busua but just subscribe to FunnTV GH our drop subscription na wa share no for also inside to me account so no matter the ekoso ewo o my Ghana yamanyo simmo ewo FunnTV GH so na ensem ben aba highway no so some about highway so if a December 7th about what you told ya prophecies be brain na etimi beto to ja e bi be ma e bi so entimi ambem na prophecy ba ko a etimi be ma na te say obi ama ye prophecy the nation prophet Opǎmb0ur way back 2023 na enkomshi mu no she say yan to aba npo nwie e be declare JM as the winner na etimi be mu sama Bibia so echo ye edma the NDC na nsema wasade beto dwa che se JM ensambra na so na te say ombra na onye some spiritual way bi ma no ansa na ya so ni in as president mese se ebejebre na yakoti nsansem ya Opǎmb0ur de ebeto dwa me dase
sana yewura mama besofra ma sign omana me mo mpa ma no ofie yes me fa ni wura hon konkron de ya mesre fra wrade nsmagu ni so de no de bebu man
Jesus enyasem kito o say de Opǎmb0ur say before the president Mahama edini besiso no e wo so oba na ono no edini besiso no ya akwankyere bi di ma no ansa kra na edini siso say the be ya bibia be smooth e de ama Ghana fo nyina we ensem a Mahama say astarte ba wo se me catch us asofo no e pese omo take control e wo system no so nti say no ono abeti de omachi na ono omo aya maziwa be president say de omo kan no Ombe make sure so ombe control pa yenko ti Opǎmb0ur o say before e de Mahama besi so amana ba ba ne president no e wo so ono eba na obeyi bibi ansa ne nesi so
sana yewura mama besofra ma sign omana me mo mpa ma no ofie yes me fa ni wura hon konkron de ya mesre fra wrade nsmagu ni so de no de bebu man
Jesus
yeah
odi for baba nso
me catch na obi biara me mo honhom konkron dan o ya me bon na me wura mama say o ya papa na me wura mama yawie o nyame na de ama me o babo kase da wa wrade ma me atwa mountains e da ha me hu wo gina hu
enokre
beti ma hwe ma kenkan na me catch on so wo gina hu no
yes isi so na ka kire
o nyame na de ba me o si ada me so de babo no me kom a ma hu no sa da na de se me be previous de biara hu Bible to me ya rabi bia me se bi ya wi ya metima sa sel na obi sa won so metimi don ya metumi mu ye wi
Jesus
obi eni wa wo koma pom na ni begu aseda se be hia ma besere ana so obi ya mabo me ka che ye wura mama me chia ni nsem obi chia me kan university
yes
se no jira me che
jira won che papa
e na me ka chere
wo ka chere nse nyame yadu mu a 7th January prophet wo de ne besi akonya so
yes God
yes obedi nkunuma ma wo na wo de ne besi akonya
one say
yes
and o sabe bu sam say prophet bato say
yes
and I'm saying 7 January me brand kind what be see
akonya Jesus me can say prophet general
onya bi to me enu ne
me tina won China water
yes
me tina won
China to me ya rade dia
anu aso na aba
we you onya mensa
we nyina na time no sa tuma chaje kese
to me
obi a ne bu ofu papa bia ne nani bewu ampa so ma ni awu eni wo no so na aba no
me catch of prince
yes
Osofo prince a champion I told them
yes
so Osofo
yes sir
memma wo mo nyina hu se do nyame tumi na ye dwuma
enokre yes
tumi de amunda tibidi min hwa bi de be sida mo fra min kan kire mi hwa bi o ena de mo fra enu ni
aha na no wakasa
aha na me ka kire aha na me ka kire
yes
aha ana na me ka kire 7 January ye de ma be sie ko so
e
wonka bibi entimi nsisa ye tie commissioner sabi asema me kan wo kan US ho me repeating commissioner
yes sir
ye tie me se bosom ana se baye ana ho boni tumi bie ni obi asetum bie tuma sesa no
yes
me kan 2023 ana me sabe repeat ye
we ensem a Ebenezer adakwa yi adom ode betu dwa a wo kire say ono obeso okoho na oko make sure say bibia the din and say the Mahama mrs word nesi so we ensem wo de aba betudwa eno no na anso ho a John Dramani Mahama edin komo tama eja NDC fu nyina kotwa hia ya no ne press conference so o national address no udin komo esedi ketie din komo ye maami je na din komo tanso ena ye mpanyimfo a eka NDC hu so abedin komo yenkotie Mahama nkomo a odi ye time wa eye NDC fu kotwa hia.
I also just received a call from His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He graciously extended his congratulations to me, and we had the opportunity to discuss matters related to the Joint Transitional Team. We agreed on an early inauguration of the Joint Transitional Team as early as Wednesday, the 11th of December. I conveyed my sincerest regards to him and expressed my readiness for us to work together to ensure a smooth transition in the best interest of the Ghanaian people. The results of this election, as declared today by the Electoral Commissioner, show that the National Democratic Congress, with me, John Dramani Mahama, as leader, has just chalked one of the most emphatic victories in the electoral history of the Fourth Republic. We have therefore been bestowed with a very outstanding mandate by the good people of Ghana. I'm deeply honored and humbled to receive such an overwhelming endorsement from the Ghanaian people. And I wish to thank all who made this possible by going out to vote for me. I thank all Ghanaians, both at home and abroad, for your continued belief in our democracy, despite the severe crisis our nation is going through. I also congratulate our parliamentary candidates who have also swept the electoral landscape with a very resounding victory. I have a legion of thanks to give for this emphatic electoral success. And let me begin again by thanking the Almighty God, the creator of heaven and earth, for protecting and preserving us through this whole campaign period. And to paraphrase the psalmist, I also give thanks to God for preparing a table before me. I cannot thank you enough. To our Council of Elders, the gallant leadership of the National Democratic Congress, led by Chairman Johnson Asiedu-Nketia, our able General Secretary, Fifi Fiavikwete, and our general membership, I'm deeply grateful for your dedication and commitment to this cause and your willingness to give everything to ensure success in this election. To all the religious leaders who prayed for me, and there are too many to mention, at the appropriate time I'll acknowledge them individually. To all the religious leaders who prayed for me, to all the prophets who prophesied my victory, to all the civil society organizations and professional groups we consulted in building our message, to all our traditional leaders who warmly received me in your palaces during the campaign, to all our security personnel across the country, and to the media, to you all I say a big thank you. To Mrs. Jean Mensah and her staff of the Electoral Commission, the IGP and his Election Security Task Force, our international observers, and all who have contributed to a very successful election, I convey to you the warmest wishes of a grateful nation. For all its historic undertones, this mandate represents many things for all political actors and those who seek to lead our nation. It shows that the Ghanaian people have little tolerance for bad governance, particularly of the sort witnessed in the last 8 years, and that they are willing to take decisive action at critical moments when it matters most. These 8 years have witnessed some of the darkest periods of our governance. The crisis our beloved country has been through these last several years have left a scar on our national psyche, which may take some time to erase. This mandate also serves as a constant reminder of what fate awaits us if we fail to meet the aspirations of our people and govern with arrogance. My brothers and sisters, there is much to do to salvage our country and reset it. It would have to start with a reset of the relationship between citizens and elected officials. We must never forget that the people of Ghana have chosen us to represent their wishes and their best interests. It is the reason we would be initiating important governance reforms and sometimes initiate severe measures in the next 4 years to reset our nation and bring it back on track as the Black Star of Africa. The journey is not going to be easy, my brothers and sisters.
Mr. Session like you made the average of your like now also subscribe to a FunnTV GH. So average of your subscribe said that was say now offer so in such Miaka a Jumedia to say Abba a FunnTV a political a highway so no 19 semia Kamiako yes a year. The nation prophet a year you are John Dramani Maha to say or than Akroma suye pa to say or he said 4 years as I done anymore by AD our friend or Ababu. So Beshe, none in your matter 2 years, or so no fun boom. Yan 2018 as in that's
because the outgoing government has plunged our dear nation into an abyss. However, we are determined to work together with you to build the Ghana we want. And I am certain that we shall win the battle. We intend to work together to restore the shattered confidence in our politics and governance system. This election and its outcome represents an opportunity for a new beginning as we can begin to write a new chapter of our collective story. We need to consciously set the tone for the new direction in which we will be traveling. My brothers and sisters, I want those words, my brothers and sisters, to be a reminder to all of you, a reminder to me, and to every individual who has just been elected or re-elected, that no matter what office you hold, no matter what your political affiliation is or has been in the past, the one thing we share in common is the nation Ghana. And it is that we want a much better Ghana. We want a Ghana that works for everybody and not just a few people. We want a Ghana that considers the well-being of all her citizens and affords them each the ability to live a life of dignity, a life of limitless opportunity. My brothers and sisters, from the Kaya Yo to the managing director, to the market women, the bankers, the teachers, security personnel, nurses, doctors, the pastors, the drivers, the tailors and seamstresses, we are all essential to the functioning and forward motion of this country. We, the people of this soil, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, are in fact our nation's greatest resource. This country, this land, is not for one person, or for one family, or for one tribe or ethnic group. This country, this beautiful, resilient, and resource-rich country that we so love, Ghana, is for all of us. This is our home, but it is not enough to just be born here and to die here. We must also be able to live here with satisfaction. We must be able to love, to dream, to laugh, to eat and dance and drum and share all aspects of our culture that was handed to us by our ancestors. And to do that, we must create sustainable and well-paying jobs through, and trailblazing was not an aberration. It is not by accident that we were the first nation in Black Africa to win our independence from colonial rule. It is not by accident that the first black person to serve as UN Secretary General, the late Kofi Annan, was a Ghanaian. It is not by accident that so many Ghanaians out there in the world are blazing new trails and being recognized as leaders in their industry. Despite being a relatively small nation, Ghana has been and will continue to be a mighty force on the world stage. We're a proud people and have every reason to be. When Ghana rises, we all stand tall with her, and Africa rises with us too. Last but certainly not the least, I'd like to thank you, the good people of Ghana, for this opportunity once more. I know that many of you are feeling frustrated and angry, but I ask you today, please do not give in to negativity and pessimism. There have been reports of acts of vandalism at some government facilities and installations. I urge you not to vent your frustration in criminal enterprise. We must channel our anger and frustration into the positive enterprise of resetting and rebuilding our nation. Let us be brief in our celebration, for the weight of office will be an onerous one. Expectations of Ghanaians are very high, and we cannot afford to fail them. Let us maintain and even magnify this joy and positivity that we feel. We have arrived at this moment because so many of you believed that change was possible. And now we know that not only is change possible, but it is also already in process. Let us continue to believe that we are already moving towards the Ghana we want, the Ghana of our hopes and dreams. And in this Ghana where we have turned a new chapter and are setting a new tone, our best days are not behind us. My brothers and sisters, our best days are ahead of us. Forward ever, backwards never. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless our homeland Ghana.
Haman komo di enie enne ni so ade hu ne de opese obeyema oman Ghana ana wode waso watie no na owie na nso wo ho a ana eja vice nso ebeto aso ye maame onzo be kan ne de
What an interesting journey it has been. And you know, nobody sets out on a journey by herself or even by himself. It has been a very, very interesting one. And I want to thank all of you, those who are here, those who are not here. I want to thank all of them for their good wishes, for their prayers, for their contributions in many, many ways, and for bringing all of us to this site. All I have to say is thank you very much. Thank you very much for everything you have done. And whatever you did, as our chairman has said, the fun is over, the work is about to begin. And as we journey together, we need to realize that we have to move forward also together. Again, I want to thank you. My nomination has many, many implications. You know, normally, no one even expects you to err in any way. If this will happen, and we know it will happen, it means all of us are on board. The victory is for all of us, but especially for our daughters, for our youth, for our women. Sorry I have to appear in a mask because I have a very, very bad cold. But the cold will disappear too. I know this is a big responsibility, and I don't intend to travel this journey by myself. You are all part of it. NDC is an inclusive party, and we are demonstrating it in many ways. My job was to have opened the door. And it doesn't end there. Actually, that is where the work began. I will hold the door open. The method of opening the door, the method of holding the door open, so others wish to travel that door, is what I'm implying. It is not a self-aggrandizing position. It is a position that empowers others. This country is not going to be built only by half the gender. They know very well, whether we are in the public space or not, the roles we play. And we have accepted as NDC to facilitate the process. I'm counting on all of you, that you all come along, you all work hard in your various spaces, and finally, that we put smiles on people who either have no access or who are not very respected. I thank you again and again. And I know, thank you for the comments. I wish blessings on our country. I wish blessings on our children, those who are here and those yet to be born. I wish blessings on those who are here and their future. And I believe that the meaning of blessing is to be good to another person. Thank you very, very much.
Maame so edi ono so beka to dwa na no so wasugu so awati minim se wa hwen so na wate de ekoso ni nyina Ghana de be show monsa 4 years no oso mutime bua na eja ekoma edinkofo nyina eja omu ehu eye nokonnoko de kakra ekoma dinkofo ache anyway maame wieye na esi edinkatia wogina ho na wo se zi
Medasi Surgery Brain as a penny edema air FunnTV GH. See embrace ni be political hiring no nsem efon gwa bo no zo nete de ekoso ewo my Ghana amanyo semu ewo hiring so. As also subscribe to air FunnTV GH channel so better subscription. Na wa share no for so inside to me account. Na so no mate de ekoso ewo my Ghana amanyo semu. Na so onko twetwe bia na say adwenche bia so a be comment section ho na FunnTV GH mrante e be kan na yenso yama ho. Medasi Surgery Brain ma FunnTV.